All right, so a couple weeks ago, I changed my ads for the two cars. I put them up for trade. Um, I've had over 100 people interested in the 944, but clearly nobody reads the ad. You know, it says race car, hasn't been registered since 2010, and everybody's like, oh, so it's registered and passes smog. Smog is California emissions, if you're not familiar with that. Um, and I'm like, it's a race car. You could probably turn it back into a street car. I'm not sure what it needs other than the catalytic converter. Should be that hard to find out. Oh, I'm not interested. Okay, fine. Whatever. Who cares? The Boxster, I've told everybody that's been interested in it. I probably had over 200 people contact me about it. I want to drive it home. I want to, you know, do X, Y, and Z, and I'm explaining to them it needs to have the brake split, it needs to have the coolant system finish bleeding, it needs to have the fuel injectors changed, because definitely the ones on the driver's side, at least one, most likely two, are stuck open. I'm getting a lot of excess fuel dumped into the exhaust, and I'm getting a misfire on, I think it's number 3, so I think that's the passenger side. And I did coils and everything, so when I did the tune-up, it ran perfectly. It wasn't doing this, and as it's been sitting, it started to pick up this extra fuel, and you can smell it coming out of the exhaust. It smells like unburnt fuel. So I bought fuel injectors, and I explained to them it needs fuel injectors because you really don't want to drive it with the misfire because you could blow the exhaust out. And they're like, I want to drive it back to LA. Okay, it's not plated. It was an auction car. People are crazy. But today we are supposed to have someone coming to trade the Boxster for a 90, I think it's a 93, 92, 93 YJ Jeep. They were supposed to come up yesterday, but by the time they got off work and we're supposed to pick up the trailer, it was going to be well after 6 o'clock and in the dark, and I suggested they don't do that. So they were supposed to come up today, and it's just after 1, and we're waiting to hear from them to see where they're at. So they'll either show up or they'll flake out like everybody else. All right, well, last night they showed up after dark to take a look at the Boxster, and as you can tell, there's no Boxster here in the driveway. So this is going to be the new project to play around with. The Boxster just got to the point where, with me trying to be inside the engine compartment, it's too much. It's taking a toll on my body. So here we are, 92 YJ 2.5, sitting on some 33s. It looks like it's got a little bit of lift on it, not much, but yeah, it needs some work here and there. Definitely need to get rid of these stickers. Probably gonna get rid of this rear bumper because, 1, I don't really care for it, and 2, those brackets are sort of bent out there. So they must have tried to tow with this at some point. But interior's in pretty good shape. Needs some door handles, but no big deal. Seat's not bad. That one's got a little wear on it. It's got a stereo system, which will be coming out. I don't really need a stereo on the Jeep. Looks like it's Rhino lined, which is kind of cool. Fire extinguisher, rear seat. It doesn't look like there's a storage compartment underneath there, so probably be throwing one of those in. It's got some handles. It's got some sort of paperwork. I don't know what this is for. Some miscellaneous stuff down in there. Not sure. More paperwork. I always like it when you find stuff. Ooh, some sort of shifter handle. Looks like some HVAC stuff. No, I know this doesn't have AC because I saw the AC compressor was missing. It does need a windshield. You can see it's all cracked. And clean some stuff up. So supposedly the winch works. The lights are supposed to work, but they are disconnected because they had them hooked up to the same line or fuse as the stereo they put in, and it was popping fuses. And go figure, that's kind of a lot to have on so yeah, the winch, the manual release is broke off somehow. They pointed that out last night. Apparently all the wiring is in here. I saw it last night, but all right, well, it's a little early in the morning. I just had to put the dog out, so I thought I'd come out here and take a look and see what I actually got, since it was pitch black. There's something, might be hard to see, but there's something red on this, like they had something laying against it. All right, well, I guess once I got some low profile light housings that have been all grayed out. I think I'm gonna do this in either green. All right, well, it looks like we need a tailgate repair. They had, supposedly there were supposed to be 5 of these tires, at least they were listed in the ad, but I only see 4, so they didn't bring me the 5th tire. But the sheet metal is cracked here from where the tire probably, and they cut the tube there to make the tire fit. So yeah, all right, well, guess we'll be playing with that.